White Sox 8, the Tigers 1. It is getting frustrating, to put it mildly. And there's the retaliation. There's Palmer. And here we go.
Well, the ball has just broken out as parquet drill. Dean Palmer right in the back of the first pitch. And both pitches have really fired out of that dugout. Now Juan Gonzalez out there behind the pitcher's mound.
And he's looking for somebody, anybody, right now. Matt Anderson is in the middle of it.
He was in the middle of it. And they're still getting after it out there at the shortstop position.
Somebody's just been slammed to the ground. One of the White Sox. And Anderson is taking off.
There, and Max Ordonez
is Weaver's taking off.
Taking on Weaver and somebody else.
Get out of your system, boys. Weaver, the man in the T-shirt. He came charging out. It's rugby. Look at it. They're all. Is there a rugby ball there at second base? It looks like a rugby pile. Check it out. Office is trying to pull people out of the pile. Now remember, Carlos Lee was hit by Weaver in the sixth. We wondered if there would be retribution. We knew the Tigers were frustrated. Everything's spilling over. Palmer charging them out.
Dickinson and
just hope nobody gets hurt seriously. See Dean Palmer right in the middle of it. Matt Anderson, he's spent a lot of energy, and you see Lance Parrish saying, okay, it's over. Carlos Lee right here, he's got a little dirt on his back. Looks like he bought it. Pants all over. Now
Weaver drilled.
We'll show it to you a little bit later. He was awfully upset when he left the game.
The first pitch to Dean Palmer.
He had gone into the clubhouse.
Parquet didn't aim it. He came right at him and he got him. Palmer charged him out.
He was looking for somebody to belt.
Jeff Weaver should have never
so you protect your players just like
I agree with that 100%. I mean, I agree with that 100%. Even though, as I said, I don't think Weaver was throwing at Carlos.
Jim Parquet is getting yelled at.
He hit him pretty good.
Higginson was right there in the middle of it. Matt Anderson, Jeff Weaver. Seems like
you know you protect your players, and this is the first time in a while this has happened.
Who were running out there
Jimmy went out there and did what he had to do.
But he did it. He did a good job of it. I don't blame Palmer, and I certainly don't blame Parquet. You protect your players.
This was at the end of the bottom of the sixth.
Got a little ugly out there. See, that's the problem. Guys just start throwing punches out there. Got nothing to do with nothing.
Then his tackle with the first pitch of the seventh. Dean Palmer, normally mild-mannered.
So now,
and now it's starting up again, by the way. Robert Vick was just pushed off of somebody.
And it's liable to heat up again. There's a punch thrown by somebody.
Juan Samuel got no business out there.
Haymaker. And they're heading to right field.
There's a whole bunch of Tigers on a White Sox player.
You got a Tigers pile over here. You got a White Sox pile over the
Now they're breaking up into groups.
This is Tigers. This is White Sox.
Vick is trying to get restrained. I don't know who's got their arms around Vick. Looks like Denny Taft, the strength and conditioning coach.
Somebody obviously got Keith Fuller.
Robert Vick just flipped.
Yeah, that's the problem. You got guys out there throwing cheap shots when guys aren't even looking.
He hit somebody.
And I'll tell you what, somebody needs to go ahead and take a look at this video and see who's out there doing this.
That is Denny Taft,
cheap
the strength and conditioning coach. That is locked up.
You go out
Robert
there,
Vick.
the job is to clear it out, let the guys air out that need to get it done.
The front
Pitcher,
piles.
the hitter.
Wow.
After the fact, you don't come running in there throwing punches.
Well, Juan Gonzalez trying to be a peacemaker.
The Tigers have been outscored 38-3
Well, I don't know if I saw
in the
Juan
last 38
Samuel out
innings.
there throwing punches at somebody, but I know that he was in the heart of this.
Jeff Weaver.
He was. He's got no business out there throwing punches.
On to Carlos Lee, and
No,
then the
Coach has
retaliation.
no business out there.
There was
In
no
fact,
messing
that's what
around.
happened.
Parquet with the very first pitch of the seventh drilled Palmer.
That's the ugliest one we've seen in a long time. Well, I'll tell you, Josh, a lot of frustration.
Yeah, Juan Samuel goes out there and throws a punch at Bill Simmons, and he's got no business.
Maybe they needed it.
We got guys just running out there throwing punches at one guy.
Madlock got into it evidently as well.
I'll tell you what. Payback is, you know what it is.
You know, you have to stand up for yourself. And a nasty, nasty fight here in Chicago.
Because there are going to be a lot of players looking at this videotape to see who was doing what. And they're going to remember it.
Well, again, here's Dean Palmer right there. You can see, you never want to be the first guy there. You see Brad Osmus, Matt Salina, Ronnie Sandwell, Higgy right there in the middle of the pile. They're the first guys to the rescue. Now watch the kick right over here.
Well, Fick caught a couple.
Where's it at right here? There it is, right there. You see, well, he goes to kick. Doesn't actually kick him, but that starts it up.
Anderson came in, and Higginson came right in. And of course, Doug Brocail right there on Carlos Lee.
Look at Bobby Higginson. What are you going to do when you get a pile?
They're going to stop the fans from throwing stuff out there. In the
That's a Broad Street Bullies forearm right there, the Philadelphia native.
He felt it.
He went right at Parquet. He knew who number 40 was.
Well, this is by far one of the
guy who
ugliest brawls you're going to see.
You know, there's two sides to take to this story, I guess, Scott. It's really
like I say, you see,
that part of the game.
You see guys coming out of nowhere, and you got Billy Simmons out there. You got 5 guys, 6 guys out there trying to get on him, and this is ridiculous.
There's Folk coming over to protect. There's Higginson as he blindsides Folk.
Well, that's cheap. You got Juan Encarnacion throwing punches guys' backs. I'll tell you what, this is a joke. Right about now, I have to honestly say that that's some of the worst sportsmanship I've seen in the history of this game, because you don't run around hitting guys 4 and 5 guys at a time when the guy's back's turned. Your job is to get out there in the pile and break it up. This is not hockey. Guys are out there just squaring it up. To me, you're really a tough guy when you're hitting guys with their back turned. Real tough.
Jerry Crawford talking to Jerry Manuel, telling him who he's going to throw out on his ball club. Now to Garner, who he's going to tell him who he's going to throw out.
Tell you what, that's one thing. You get a game like this against a team like the Tigers who's struggling in every which way. This is their best way to try and get something going is, well, maybe we can beat them in a fight.
Well,
Trying to finish the Tigers off today.
you might hear about it.
And he hits Halter. Who's not happy.
So Halter.
Everybody to the top step again. Todd Jones is down in the dugout yelling. Look at Jones. And Bobby Howard.
Here we go again. Todd Jones.
Here comes Brocail.
Here comes Doug Brocail. Here we go again.
It was
actually the third time in this ball game.
But Jones didn't like it, Brocail didn't like it, and Brocail, the high school linebacker, went flying in there.
What is Dean Palmer doing back out there?
Palmer, who's already kicked out of this game, is at the bottom of the pile.
Well, I don't know.
Fred Wilson of the Chicago White Sox, number 28, being restrained. Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Dean Palmer, they call him a quiet leader.
Well,
I tell you what, Dino's been kicked out of the game. Okay? Didn't take his uniform off.
Well, Dean
I
Palmer
think
trying
he
to
said,
sneak
I thought
back
he had
off
some
the field.
unfinished business.
Doug Brocail and Todd Jones both went out there.
As I said, make your plans to be with us
Look at
tomorrow
Juan
afternoon in the
Gonzalez talking
finale
to
of this
Carlos
3-game
Lee.
set.
Tell him to calm down.
I'll tell you, Juan Gonzalez has showed me something today. He really has.
Now it flares up again.
Yes.
He has really shown me
He's
something.
not
Yes,
done.
Frank has. Frank's been trying to be a peacemaker.
Todd Jones.
He's still wanting to get after somebody.
Todd Jones is the one that initiated all that. He getting up on top of the step and
was yelling at Bobby
somebody
Howry. He was
like
the one Tiger who
he
stepped
wants
right
to
up.
start it and left it to Doug
And
Burkell
Howry
to go out
started
there
yelling
and finish
back
it
at
for
Jones,
him.
and that was all that Burkell needed. Osmus has already lost his voice before
I don't
any of
think
this
we've seen
started,
the
trying to
last
play
of this.
peacemaker.
No, I don't think so. You got to show some common sense. Like I said, you still have to pitch inside.
Bobby Howry. I think
Bob
he says,
Howard's
"Come
ball's
on,
moving
Doug
a whole
Burkell,
bunch.
bring
He
it
throws
on."
a fastball inside. Shane Halter
One of
doesn't
the
do a whole
things
lot to
that
get
I
out of the
say
way. Just
they
mix
could
him on
do
the
is
elbow.
just
And you got guys still over there in the dugout thinking
nobody else can step
Sox
in.
are coming after
Much
him.
the way they do
Well,
it.
thank goodness there's Lance Parrish in there. He's trying to be a peacemaker as well.
Extracurricular.
well, it's because you've got guys that know what they're supposed to be doing
Fighting
out
wouldn't
there.
go on.
And Lance Parrish, who's played the game a long time and now
Batsman
coach.
in the game.
When you go out there, it's not supposed to be a just free-for-all.
And again, this game was one strike away from being all over.
Now here
It was on
comes.
the elbow.
Bobby Howry, I tell you, he and Todd Jones really want to get at each other.
Well, Todd Jones and Doug Burkell both are trying to get towards Bob Howry.
Again,
there.
the only thing that's really dangerous, Gibby, is these teams play 4 more times in the next week.
A couple of big, strong men.
Bring it all up, boys. There are going to be more ejections. There are going to be suspensions.
There's going to be a lot of days off for some people.
And that, too, becomes an issue. I mean, Dean Palmer, who's already been ejected, now will be basically ejected for a second time. And if there's a lengthy suspension, you're looking for the Tigers to get their season going. Palmer's a guy you really want out there.
Now Todd Jones he comes right out of the dugout, and Doug Burkell, he just takes it up. He wants Howry.
Boy, if
That
Johnson...
takes a lot of guts. I mean, come on. There's Shane Halter goes in there. Boy, that's 1 on 5.
If Johnson, the catcher, hadn't just been in the way and just happened to be in the way, Johnson didn't even really know what was up.
You see, Jonesy comes out right now, and he's giving it to Bobby Howry about hitting Halter. And then Doug Burkell, he just can't help himself. You're going to see him. He's going to run right out. There he goes. The fans are cheering.
And the fans are all up currently right behind the Tiger dugout. There's a lot of Comiskey Park security standing guard, standing sentinel on top of that first base side dugout.
And Phil Garner's not real happy. I mean, there's 2 guys that have been hit there after the fact, after the first altercation.
Does it cross the umpire's mind, by the way, right now, just to end the game?
Yeah, I think they have the power to.
I mean, it's 14-4, 2 out in the 9th inning. You don't want to throw in the towel necessarily, but
I'm surprised. Does Chicago have any pitchers left?
well, they've got Scott Ayer, and he's on the mound now.